Hello amigos, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy III. In the last episode, we took on Xande, the Lord of Darkness and stuff, and everyone's counting on us, so let's go into the Dark World. And it's streaming at like perfect 30 frames per second now, and has a pretty good bitrate going, and CPU percentage isn't all over the place anymore. Because Procaster updated, so alright, we're in the Dark World. New enemies. These enemies are called Leader. They're typical low HP enemies that appear in dungeons and stuff. They do a bit of damage though, I mean... Still, it shouldn't be too much as long as we've got some offense going here. What I'm probably going to do is update Raph's skills a bit, update what spells he has. Because there are some spells that he has right now that I don't think he's going to get too much use out of. Especially in this dungeon and stuff, so I want to give him a few better spells to use for killing these enemies. So anyway, the World of Darkness has 4 different bosses in it. Well, 5 if you count the final boss. What we're going to need to do is defeat all 4 of these bosses in order to advance to the final boss. If I remember correctly, in the NES version it's actually impossible without defeating all 4 of these bosses, so... that's gonna be something to look forward to, Grand. In the DS version, these bosses are completely optional, but if you beat one of them, then it will lower the final boss's HP by a bit. So it's recommended that you fight all of them in the DS version as well. So anyway, let's continue on. Alright, let's go to Raph's Magic, and... let's take away death. We won't need death. So instead... well, fuck. That's just great, I forgot to bring a Bahamut spell. We're gonna have to get through this entire place without using Bahamut. How are we gonna do that? The reason why I wanted to bring in Bahamut is because the boss FAQ I used to get back into this highly recommends it, and the Final Fantasy Wiki also recommends that you have Bahamut in your list of spells. But we're gonna see if we can't just make do with that. The bosses here don't pull any of that 3 attacks in a row crap like they do in the DS version, so... I kinda like this new Procaster update though. I mean, it's running at a good 30 frames per second, it should be running quickly, so hopefully we won't have, like, Garbletron 3000 or anything. And if we do, I'm gonna stop the recording and check. Man. Alright, so most of these enemies aren't terribly threatening, and they're mostly palette swaps of enemies we've encountered before, so really, there's nothing too threatening about this area. There are a few bosses here, however, that are really going to... Anyway, the main thing about the Dark World is finding items, and... oh, here we go. Queen Scylla. These only appear as single encounter enemies. And no, Raph! Why did you do that? Why did you do that, Raph? Why? Why? You screwed us over! No. Oh well. Alright, let's revive Mikey over there since he got killed by my ineptitude. I'll take the blame. Alright, so Drain. And whoa, that dealt a lot more damage than I was expecting. And that dealt as much damage as I was expecting. Crap. So how are you guys? I went to Cheeseburger in Paradise, and Now, there's this place down in Solomon's Island and stuff, and it's called Boomerangs, and it has like the best ribs ever. The ribs at Cheeseburger in Paradise today were really good too. I mean, really good. Like, holy balls, man. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? Let's see. I think I'll just straight up attack these guys. And alright, Bio. Let's see if Bio can deal some decent damage. It should be able to. I mean, and we should be able to take a few hits as well. I mean, it's not like we're running away accidentally this time. And can we run round it? Yes, one round. That's cool. So an old Pokemon forum I used to go to, actually, Dream League, they recently kind of revived themselves and stuff, and oh, new enemies, by the way. These are called Garms. They have a very damaging drain spell. Once again, these are palette swaps of a boss, so they appear as single enemies in DS version. But in this game, they appear as multiple enemies. Garm, pretty much in the DS version, also has the ability to attack 3 times in a row, making it a very annoying enemy to kill. Think of me, except somehow even more annoying. Yeah, I just blew your mind there, didn't I? Chump. Alright, so anyway, a single Garm is left. We can probably just attack it, and honestly, I've been getting into a lot of things recently. Like, I recently started listening to Motion City's soundtrack, and they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. And, I also started paying attention to hockey, actually. Now, normally I'm not really that much into sports, but I mean, for some odd reason, I've just started caring about hockey. I mean, it's just like, I don't know what a Super Bowl is, and you can talk about the World Series all you want, but I mean, I need to get into watching hockey. I need to start knowing any teams besides the Bruins. I'm not even from Boston, and all I know is the There's a treasure chest up there! Curses! Alright, and we found a ribbon, but a monster appeared. Now, the monsters that appear when you find these ribbons is an enemy called Zonde's Clone. And holy god, will I hate fighting this. Zonde's Clone pretty much acts as Zonde, so we do have to be careful. Hopefully we can kill it in one shot. If not, then surrender now and prepare to fight. These enemies only appear as single encounters, so of course they have some ungodly amount of health. And alright, near death, so it casts Flame. At this point, Flame will still deal damage to the party, but it's not as significant, and it becomes less significant as you equip more ribbons. Ribbon is pretty much the ultimate head equipment in the game, and if I remember correctly, it doesn't provide the physical defense of, say, Crystal Helm, but you'll want to have ribbons regardless. And see? But ribbons are highly recommended. Now, let's get back to that boss, shall we? Alright. You know what, I'm gonna hold off on fighting that boss for a while, and you're gonna see why. So, we're gonna take that boss on last, because he's a bit of a tough one. So, which way to go? Prepare for jump cutification. Alright, so let's see what happens when we take the upper right path. Alright. Is it gonna be another maze-like area? It's gonna be, isn't it? Alright, new enemies, Kage. Alright, so the enemies differ depending on room to room. This room happens to have Kage as its enemy. They're ninjas, what can I say? They don't have too much of a defense multiplier, they are a bit bulky in terms of their health, but overall not too bad. Certainly better than the boss if we had taken the lower right path. I'm gonna take the lower right path last, actually, because I remembered what boss is down there, and I just completely pulled a 180, and it's just like, oh. Bloody hell. Alright, sorry about that. We just had a little bit of a controller issue, and somebody has an issue with control. Maybe they need to talk it out. Alright, let's... There's a wash. Alright, there we go. Anyway, there's a ribbon in each of these floors, and it's not very well hidden here, but we have to fight another Zonde clone. And this time it's a back attack, so... Oh boy. Oh boy, look what we have here. Transvestite on the keyboard, trying to be freak of the year, you know? Like that, like epic rap battles of history, except this time it's actually not good. But at least it doesn't involve Sarah Palin, so that's something we can all agree on. Alright, Whirlwind, near death, and at death. You're dead. You are dead to me, nothing but scum. When I look in your eyes, I get inflammation of the bum. Alright, let's ditch the scholar hat and go the ribbon. Alright, and let's magic ourselves up. That's the magic, man. That's the power of Pine Sol, man. Okay. So the boss in this room shouldn't be too tough in comparison to the boss of the previous room we were in. Shouldn't be. There's another enemy that appears in this area, but I can't remember what... No, it was Jormungand, I think, that appears in this section. See, one room has... Like, there's a lot of enemies that appear. One room has Queen Scylla, obviously, and one room has Jormungand. One room has, like, twin-headed dragons, and I think there's also a twin-headed dragon as a boss. Also, if you play Final Fantasy on the Game Boy, like the Dawn of Souls version and stuff, there's actually a, secret dungeon in Dawn of Souls that has these Dark World bosses from Final Fantasy III, and these Dark World bosses are Echidna, Ahriman, Two-Headed Dragon, and Cerberus. So if you play the DS version, or like, I think there's a PSP version of it as well. And, oh, ninjas. More ninjas. More ninjas than I can shake a stick at. Well, honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that they're badly defined, or somewhat badly defined 8-bit sprites, I mean, they're fairly shapely, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind, you know. Let's see that in HD, shall we? No, that probably sounds like the most perverted thing I've ever said since like saying dick in a penis or something. There was a secret passage the entire time. Oh well. If we had more Queen Scylla's. Alright, well, looks like I was wrong, and you can encounter the same enemies in any floor regardless. Alright, let's take that secret passage and heal up before we fight our first boss. I wonder who it's gonna be. Hopefully not one that we have to, like, run away from. Alright, and Cure 2, Cure 1. There we go. Save state, in case something goes wrong. Sint. Okay, hope that none of my party members are killed, and whoa, 9,000 damage! Alright, we'll make the darkness overflow and erase this world completely. Die, light warriors. Die, monster, you don't belong in this world. Mankind only needs a savior such as you. Tribute. You steal men's souls and make them your slaves. Can't the same be said of all religions? True that. Alright, so let's give Mikey some juice. And speaking of juice, let's unload the Jesus juice. Let's unload a Meteo on... Finally! This guy's attacks don't kill me. This is the twin-headed dragon, by the way. He's not a very pleasant fellow. Mainly what the twin-headed dragon does is attack, but his attacks are all incredibly powerful. He has an incredibly high attack multiplier, which means his attacks are more than likely going to be an instant kill to any party member unfortunate enough to get hit by them. Therefore, it's best not to waste time casting healing spells, because in all honesty the attacks are probably going to kill you in one hit regardless. Therefore, the best thing you can do is cast life on party members. If you have Phoenix Downs, they're highly recommended for this fight, since you can revive your party members with them. Alright, a second coating of haste. And... no. Doesn't matter. You're dead. You're dead. No. Mikey, what did you do? Why are you doing this to me, boy? I love you. I own an action figure of you, man. Michelangelo was my favorite of the turtles. Okay, fully revived, fully healed. Hopefully with stat boosts, roll in the cream cheese, roll in the cream cheese. Anyway, man, I really want to be able to kill a boss this video. What the? That didn't just deal that much damage. That couldn't have happened, man. It's impossible. It's impossible. Impossible, the makers of great beer. Alright, 26 hits, 5,000 damage. Okay, the thing about these bosses is they have a lot of HP as well. As you can see, normally we would kill somebody with like 5,000 damage, but we haven't been able to kill this guy, we haven't been able to kill this guy, we haven't been able to kill this guy yet. We haven't been able to roll in the cream cheese, roll in the cream cheese. Alright, let's increase his attack multiplier further, I hope. Hope we can do that. That would be really nifty if we could. And please die. Please die. No, Leo's dead? Okay. Alright, ineffective? Okay, I guess that's as high as we can get our attack multiplier. I can know who created this boss. And I want to destroy him. Destroy him with knives. Lots and lots of knives. Okay, so... go and kill, there we go, and that was a... Man, all this video, I've recorded 48 minutes of video and we only killed one boss. Oh well. Alright. I am one of the 4 Dark Warriors. The world began in the void and shall end in the void, but there is a force which can prevent this. A force which you call hope. Perhaps the world will once again return to the void. But still in the worlds of light and dark there is hope and love left to fight this. Go, destroy those who would return the world to the void, and with the hope and light, hope of light and dark. Okay, that was pretty snazzy. Alright. Damn it, we can't unequip spells because... Alright, let's waste a Phoenix down on Dawn. Yes, we have to. Alright, and revive Leo. Restore Dawn to full health. Well, we'll see you guys in the next episode, because frankly, I'm too tired of these bullshit bosses in order to continue on for this recording. So until then, this is Fargo signing out.